Episode 6 of Makeine is finally out, and let me just say, it was a loaded gun. There was a lot going on in this episode, especially in the beginning. We almost take a step back and revisit an old relationship, and hopefully come to the process of smoothing it out once and for all. So let's get right into the episode. So it starts off here with our homeboy Nukamizu and Homeslice. I forget his name, so I'm just going to call him Homeslice. But they're talking, trying to figure out what happened in the last episode where Nukamizu and Chihaya were caught in the changing room. So they're kind of hashing it out and trying to figure out what's going on. Homeslice here asks Nukamizu, "You owe me an explanation." And at the same time, Nukamizu hits him with the same question. Nukamizu kind of dodges around it. He doesn't really give the full scope of what they were doing. He makes up an excuse because I feel like if you did that, it would kind of make the whole relationship between Homeslice and Chihaya a little more complicated because she assumed he was cheating on him. So that would just cause more drama, and that's exactly what they want to avoid. So pretty much, Homeslice here hits us with some big news. He says Lemon-chan and him were meeting up because he needed advice on his relationship with Chihaya. This dude is so dense. This is the densest motherfucker I've ever met in an anime, I swear. I get that he didn't know Lemon-chan had feelings for him, but I can't help but feel for Lemon-chan because she still loves him, and Homeslice here is asking the girl that loves him for advice on another relationship. You see what I'm saying there? That's just, even the fact that he doesn't know, it still is like, that is a low blow. So that's kind of where the episode begins and leads us into the next bit of drama. So this whole episode in the beginning half was riddled with a lot of stuff going on. It was definitely a sadder tone than what we were used to last episode. We got the happy, we got the funny, and then we got hit with the sad and the, oh man, I feel bad for X character, which we will say in just a second here. So the gang gets together to go to this underground museum, spend time with everyone, and I don't know, maybe break the ice and just have a good time together is the plan. So this next scene here, before we actually get into it, I just have to point out the fact that Anna does in fact do another epic this episode. It's every episode she's pretty much doing that. But the animators went full steam ahead with this next scene. It looks like 8K on the best monitor you could purchase. I know I'm trying not to show too many clips because YouTube is being aggressive, but this is one I just have to throw in there for the sake of, if you didn't see it or you didn't pick up on it, I think it's important that you do. They went all out with every single part in that scene. I just wanted to point that out. So the next couple minutes are just the gang having fun at this underground rock museum, just enjoying themselves. Chihaya is apparently obsessed with rocks, which nobody knew. Anna wasn't feeling it at first, but then she kind of got in the groove of things. And then we get to the scene where they're going to the planetarium. This is where everything unfolds for the whole episode. Come to this crossroad of who goes into the planetarium with who. Homeslice and Chihaya want Lemon-chan to join them. Lemon-chan does not agree with that. She thinks that they should go in together because they are a couple, and it should be the three, Anna, Nukamizu, and Lemon, to go in a separate time, which I think is probably the better option because they're the ones not dating, and then you have two people that are dating, so you don't want to third wheel that. I get that. In the midst of trying to explain this, there was a bit of heat in the argument, and Lemon-chan was being very forceful on what she wanted. So in the heat of all this going on, she blurts out the fact that she loved, or still loves, Homeslice here in front of the girlfriend, in front of the other two, in front of everybody. She doesn't realize this at first, and everybody gets this extremely shocked look on their face, like, holy shit, did you actually just say that? And she did. She actually just said it. And it unleashes this flood of emotion that we are about to see in a couple seconds. I mean, you can tell on their faces right here that it's something that she probably should not have said out loud. So Lemon-chan runs away, and Nukamizu goes to follow her. So they get to the bus stop, and they're chatting a little bit, and she tells the story of this prince and this girl who fall in love. And Nukamizu asks what happens to them, and she says it is happily ever after because that's how stories always end. Sort of juxtaposing the fact that Lemon-chan's story is not ending in that happy way. So the vice president of the Lit Club hatches this plan to get everybody to go meet Lemon-chan because she ran away, for lack of a better term, to her grandma's house, and they're worried about her. No one's heard from her in a couple days, I think. So they're all worried about her. They're going to check on her. So she gets everybody from the Lit Club, minus the president, I did notice that, and they all go visit Lemon-chan at her grandmother's in the countryside. And there's one more scene where Anna kind of pops off in this that I just want to show again. Hopefully YouTube is kind to us. I just want to use it for reference, but it is something that I think you should remember. It's just because it helps build the type of character that Anna is. I don't know. I love the little scenes that they throw in with her acting like goofy or weird, or they emphasize something about her. I also love this little scene by the river with Nukumizu, Komari, and Anna. She wants pictures taken, and Komari and Nukumizu are more interested in a river crab than they are anything that has to do with Anna. I don't know. I just find that scene very funny because I would also probably be more interested in the river crab. Komari's so epic. So they end up at the grandmother's house because at the river, Lemon-chan actually, I don't want to say met up with them, but scared them and found them. So they all grouped together and they headed back to the grandmother's house. And it's just one more scene I want to throw in because Komari is a peach. She's a peach. She's just in this like massage chair just making funny sounds. So the episode does end on a happy note with everybody together. There's definitely something still sad with Lemon-chan. You can just tell her demeanor is the same, but it's not, if you know what I mean. Most people can tell that she's still bothered by what happened prior events to this, but she's getting over it, and she's strong, Lemon-chan, and with the power of friendship and sushi and Obachans, things seem to be pretty good for everybody so far. So overall, I really liked this episode. We definitely got our lows, but then we topped it back up with a high. I can definitely say with confidence that the base building of the show is complete, and now we're getting into the more intricate complexities of the characters and the relationships. So we went from Lemon-chan not really getting rejected, in a way, roundabout way, getting rejected, to how that relationship is sort of going to resolve itself. What's going to happen with Home Slice and Lemon-chan and Chihaya bunched right there in the middle. So I guess we'll find out next episode, because it seems like this one's going to lead in and continue with this situation. So that's the end of today's episode. Hope you guys found anything informative or interesting about the show. Leave a comment down below on what you thought of the episode, and we'll see you next week with another one. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell button for weekly uploads, and we'll see you in the next one. We're Skeesh.